Laugh away your sorrows with the top 10 best comedy and funny movies of all time. What are you waiting for? Watch these hilarious films now.
Are you comedy me?
Welcome to Trendeos.
Number 10, The Bounty Hunter, released in 2010.
It has an IMDb rating of 5.5. Milo Boyd, Gerard Butler, a down-on-his-luck bounty hunter, thinks he's seeing an upswing in fortune when he gets a call to bring in his bail-jumping ex-wife, a reporter named Nicole, Jennifer Aniston. Milo considers the job an easy payday, but Nicole quickly escapes to chase Alette on a murder case. The former spouses play an escalating game of one-upmanship until they suddenly find themselves on the run for their lives.
Where do you think you're going?
Number 9, Neighbors, released in 2014.
New parents Mac, Seth Rogen, and Kelly, Rose Byrne, move to the suburbs when they welcome an infant daughter into their lives. All goes well with the couple until the Delta Psi Beta fraternity moves in next door. Mac and Kelly don't want to seem uncool, and they try their best to get along with frat president Teddy, Zac Efron, and the rest of the guys. However, when the couple finally call the cops during a particularly raucous frat party, a full-scale war erupts. It has an IMDb rating of 6.3.
Number 8, Mr. Bean's Holiday, released in 2007.
It has an IMDb rating of 6.4. Mr. Bean is going on holiday to the south of France, looking for a quiet and sunny trip in the Riviera. However, his trip doesn't go as smoothly as he expected when he has to face a series of misunderstandings and totally unfortunate coincidences.
Number 7, Step Brothers, released in 2008.
When Robert and Nancy became man and wife,
It has an IMDb rating of 6.9.
What if you and Dale get along great?
Brennan Huff, Will Ferrell, and Dale Daback, John C. Reilly, have one thing in common. They are both lazy, unemployed leeches who still live with their parents. When Brennan's mother and Dale's father Mary Ann move in together, it turns the overgrown boy's world upside down. Their insane rivalry and narcissism pull the new family apart, forcing them to work together to reunite their parents.
We did it! Woohoo! This is how we do it.
Number 6, Bruce Almighty, released in 2003.
It has an IMDb rating of 6.7. Bruce Nolan's Jim Carrey career in TV has been stalled for a while, and when he's passed over for a coveted anchorman position, he loses it, complaining that God is treating him poorly.
not doing his job is
Soon after, God, Morgan Freeman, actually contacts Bruce and offers him all of his powers if he thinks he can do a better job. Bruce accepts and goes on a spree, using his newfound abilities for selfish personal use until he realizes that the prayers of the world are going unanswered.
House for a little over a week. How many people have you helped? But I guess you can't now, being dead and all.
I'm dead?
Nah, I'm just messing with
Number 5, Just Friends, released in 2005.
God, I love my life.
It has an IMDb rating of 6.2. High school student Chris Brander, Ryan Reynolds, loves his best friend, Jamie Palomino, Amy Smart. He finally confesses his feelings, but she tells him that she just wants to be friends, and he leaves town in shame. 10 years later, Chris is a successful record executive and involved with self-absorbed pop star Samantha James, Anna Faris. He still pines for Jamie, though, and when his plans to go to Paris for the holidays fall through, he returns to his hometown to try and win her heart.
Jamie? He's going to get a second.
Number 4, Grown Ups, released in 2010.
It has an IMDb rating of 5.9. A single man who drinks too much. A father with 3 daughters who he rarely sees. A guy who is overweight and unemployed. A henpecked househusband. A successful Hollywood agent married to a fashion designer. What do these 5 men have in common? They used to play for the same basketball team at school. Now their former coach has died, and they are reunited at his funeral. Will the group rediscover old bonds?
Chris Rock, David Spade, Rob Schneider, and Salma Hayek.
What do you want to do today? Anything.
What was your favorite thing to do when you were 12?
Ooh, well, I can't do that.
Number 3. We're the Millers, released in 2013.
Small-time pot dealer David, Jason Sudeikis, learns the hard way that no good deed goes unpunished. Trying to help some teens, he is jumped by thugs and loses his cash and stash. Now, David's in big debt to his supplier and, to wipe the slate clean, he must go to Mexico to pick up the guy's latest shipment. To accomplish his mission, Dave devises a foolproof plan. He packs a fake family into a huge RV and heads south of the border for a wild weekend that is sure to end with a bang. It has an IMDb rating of 7.
Number 2. Dumb and Dumber, released in 1994.
It has an IMDb rating of 7.3.
Over to bridge.
That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?
Austria.
Austria!
Imbecilic best friends Lloyd Christmas, Jim Carrey, and Harry Dunn, Jeff Daniels, stumble across a suitcase full of money left behind in Harry's car by Mary Swanson, Lauren Holly, who was on her way to the airport. The pair decide to go to Aspen, Colorado, to return the money, unaware that it is connected to a kidnapping. As Harry and Lloyd, who has fallen in love with Mary, are pursued across the country by hired killers and police, they find both their friendship and their brains tested.
You spilled the salt. That's what's the matter. Quick, toss some salt over your right shoulder.
What the hell?
Number 1. The Hangover, released in 2009.
You just have to get to know them better.
It has an IMDb rating of 6.2. 2 days before his wedding, Doug, Justin Bartha, and 3 friends, Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, drive to Las Vegas for a wild and memorable stag party. In fact, when the 3 groomsmen wake up the next morning, they can't remember a thing, nor can they find Doug. With little time to spare, the 3 hazy pals try to retrace their steps and find Doug so they can get him back to Los Angeles in time to walk down the aisle.
Thanks for watching.